Alright, welcome back to the last episode of our 12 is Better Than 6 series. We've already finished the story mode, so we're just going to check out arena mode today and just kind of give some closing comments on the game itself and kind of what I feel about it. First off, the music is, I don't mind it. I mean, I feel like there's times where it's a little bit overdone, but like I feel like it just gets kind of loud, kind of takes me out of the game for a second. But overall, the music scores and stuff I really enjoyed. Like I wouldn't mind listening to them, you know, like say on a playlist or something. I wouldn't mind it. And by the way, this is the arena mode. You just kind of run around and just shoot people. You have like your different waves up there, and then enemies in each wave. And then you can kind of, between waves, you can just run over to this table, restock your ammo, change guns. Then there's a guy that'll appear here. He'll sell upgrades and whatnot. Or I guess he doesn't really sell them. He just gives them to you. It seems like once you get to that stage. Then you can also eventually get dynamite and stuff. Actually, I think after this wave, I believe. Yeah. But, yeah, so musically, I really enjoyed it. Also, the art style, I really, really love. At times, it does make it kind of hard to find your character if you're not actively looking at him. But, overall, like, I really love the art style. I love the fact that the only thing that's colored is the blood, because it does fit the game itself, the high, you know, octane violence and stuff. One thing I do feel like, for starters, the perk system could have been fleshed out a little bit more instead of only having like 4 perks in the whole game. You know, if he wanted to do that, it would have been nice to see a little bit more you know, effort put into that. Also, the hats. I didn't notice any kind of a difference as far as gameplay with the hats. They're more of just a graphic change. We'll move on to the next wave. Then the combat, I feel like at times it was a little bit wonky. The whole like hold right click and to shoot kind of thing, it's not for me anyway. I prefer just being able to hit left click and it being a little bit more fluid. Also, the reload kind of bothered me. Like, instead of just hitting the reload button, you've got to bash R, like, for every single bullet that you put into the chamber. And you can't, at least from what I can tell, you can't stop reloading, like, mid-reload. So, like, if I was to... Well, oh, I can't shoot right now because there's nobody to shoot, I guess, or something. I don't know. But, yeah, the reload system, I wasn't crazy about. The story, now that's one thing I have to give it, you know, a big negative on that aspect, because the story was not for me, I guess. I feel like at first it was just really shallow, and then like, oh, we're just killing people. Oh, wait, I should probably grab that. Oh, yeah. Grab that. It was just like, oh, I'm just killing people, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, my memory is gone. Which I know he said he didn't recall killing those rangers and all that. But I don't recall any mention of I need to find my memory until like Act 2. Then all of a sudden he was like, let's go get our memory back. And I don't want this gun, I want the rifle. So then you go and you get his memory back and everything. And then after that, I feel like it was just, let's throw a story in there just to get some more violence out of it. which is fine for this kind of game. But I feel like Act 3, where it should have been a lot more action, was just a whole lot of story and talking and stuff. And so it kind of felt like he was pushing the story on you, because like half the episodes in Act 4, it seemed like, were story episodes, just talking. And then of course there was all those random parts, like on the train. There's that guy that's like, hey, I got a dog and he barks, and he didn't really, I don't feel like he really attributed much. And the crazy guy with the spider, I don't feel like that really was needed. The bar scene, where you just go in that part of the town, you just walk in the bar, and that's really all there is to do in that part of the town, that cabaret club. And you just walk in there, and it's like, I want some food, and then the guy's like, hey, blah blah blah, you want some girls? And he's like, I'm mad at you, and then they shoot each other, or he shoots him, you know. Stuff like that just didn't really feel necessary to me. So I feel like Act 3, there wasn't as much action as the previous chapters, and it was just a whole lot of talking and, hey look, we got a story going on. But to me, the story just wasn't, the depth wasn't there to make it interesting. So Act 3 was just a really big, or Act 4, sorry. Act 4 was the final one. Act 4 was like a really big letdown to me in that aspect. Because I, for one, didn't care about the story at all. So, and the ending was kind of just sudden, and I don't feel like it was, I mean, there was less like, what is it, the dialogue stuff there at the end of the act, like a little bit of story. I feel like it was less at the end of Act 4 than any of the other acts. It was just like, oh, well, he died. The end. So, in that aspect, I feel like it could have, I don't know. The story just, it wasn't there for me. So, yeah, I feel like I'm going to give the game props for the art and the music. Gameplay, it wasn't atrocious. It was, honestly, I had a lot of really fun times with it. But the fact that, if you recall in episode 2, the game just kind of broke on us. We were able to take like massive shots and just knife everybody, and then the game just literally broke and wouldn't play. Was kind of a negative for me. But at least the patch came out really quick, so I will give him props on that as well. But the perk system, I think, could have been better. The hats could have had a purpose, which would have been really cool. Almost like the masks in Hotline Miami. You know, it doesn't have to be some super game-changing thing, but, you know, just something so you got a little bit more incentive to collect them, I feel like, instead of just adding a collectible to this kind of game just to do it. The violence, the blood, everything like that was good. The story, like I said, not a fan of that, so I do give negatives on that. But yeah, overall, if I had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say, for me personally, like a 6, I think would be good. Wasn't terrible. If it's on sale, you know, grab it. I had a little bit of fun playing through it. Would I play it again? No, I don't see myself playing this anymore after this point, so unless somebody just really wants to see something from it. But there's only so much of running around in the arena and BAP, you know, 5 guys there just blast you down. But yeah, I only found those 3 hats in the playthrough, but oh, I guess that's dual pistols. But that's the only upgrade we didn't get, because I didn't feel like messing around with those little bonus missions or anything at the end. So there's only those 5 perks that you can ever get. And I feel like money, at the beginning of the game, I didn't even know money had a use. I just thought it was for like a score type system. So, you know, I feel like that could have been explained a little bit better. But anyway, like I said, if I had to rate it, I'd say 6 out of 10. That's my personal opinion on it. If you're gonna get it, grab it on a sale. It's only, you know, a few hours of gameplay, and then just this arena mode if you're really diehard to kill people. Which honestly, I feel like this little arena mode's more fun than the story because, you know, I'm not being pushed into the story of this, which I didn't care for. I am glad he put a skip option in there. Had I not been doing the Let's Play, I probably just would have been skipping it, honestly. But, yeah, anyway. This will be the end of our 12 is Better Than 6 series. Unless you just want to see something in particular, if you want me to do a guide showing where all the hats are or something like that, I can. Also, as for the achievements, I did almost get every one of the achievements during a single playthrough. The only things I really missed was like breaking bottles. I don't recall ever seeing bottles that I could break. I guess it was maybe looting or something, I don't know. But that's one I missed, and then also all the hats and get all the perks. We missed that one part, but, you know, nothing too crazy. It wouldn't be hard to go back and get it because there is episode-by-episode select, so. But, yeah, if there's any preference on what you want to see next, you'd like to see me do next, just let me know, and, you know, I'll take it into consideration. If you enjoyed this video or this series, please comment, like, subscribe, share. It's very much appreciated. I definitely appreciate all your support. And, yeah, until next series, or next series, I guess. Take care, and I will see you then.